Hi from Central Illinois. It's kind of a rainy, cloudy afternoon, and you have joined Hymns with Glenda. And you may notice, I don't know if you can see something missing on my wall back there. It fell down, one of my CDs, so I'll have to figure out how to put that up. I was in Alabama a couple weekends ago at a reunion, and I heard some friends say how much they enjoyed my hymns with Glenda. And so that encouraged me, and I hope you are encouraged by listening to some newer and older hymns. And so, I got to get live to see what you're seeing. Oh, there I am. And we're going to start out today with Les had requested last time holy ground, standing on holy ground, and so we'll start off with that. Hang on. There we go. Chad and Stephanie. Hi, Judy. Chad and Stephanie requested the goodness of God. Next week when I have a lead sheet in front of me. Just sang it this afternoon with practicing with Gary, but I forget how it goes. Dwayne had requested, his name is really Roger, but they call him Dwayne. No one understands like Jesus, I think this is what he wanted. week when I did a lot of choruses, Barb requested, "I'm in the Lord's Army." She also asked for "He Washed My Eyes with Tears," and I played that once, but I'll play it again. Hi, Barb. So we've just celebrated a holiday weekend in honor of our nation's independence, and so let's do a couple patriotic ones. "Oh, beautiful for spacious skies." is a song that Roger and I sang a long time ago. Jesus led me all the way. Isn't the love of Jesus something wonderful? Living for Jesus. Let's see what I have on my list. There's two old songs that sound so much alike. And I think Fanny Crosby wrote one of them. Actually, she may have written both of them. One is My Savior First of All. When you get to heaven, you want to see your Savior first of all. And then I Shall Know Him, that's that one. And then I Want to See My Savior First of All. So I'm going to try to play both of them, and you won't know which one's which anyway. Savior first of all. In the sweet by and by. I know you, like many of us in the nation, have had those campers, little girls who've passed away this last week. And I just can't imagine the grief that the parents are going through. This is for them. Oh, that will be glory for me. Love lifted me. Involved in children's ministry at all, you probably remember the chorus going like this. heaven came down and glory filled my soul. I haven't had many requests, and that's okay. Maybe people are on vacation or traveling, but I think I'll end with this one. It's a 1970s song, maybe. It only takes a spark to set the flame of fire or something like that. Pass it on. Sandy said, "This is my Father's world." Hi, Janice, and hi, Linda. Thank you for joining me. See you next week.